Good morning, students. Let's begin our social science class in continuation of NCRT History, chapter Nazism and the Rise of Hitler. Today's contents: the destruction of democracy, reconstruction of German economy, and the Nazi worldview. The destruction of democracy by Hitler. By 1932, Nazi Party had become the largest party with 37% votes in the Reichstag, the German parliament. On January 30, 1933, Hitler was offered the chancellorship by President Hindenburg because his party got the largest percentage of votes. Chancellorship was the highest position in the cabinet. Hitler did not believe in democracy, so he took steps to destruct or destroy democracy in Germany. The destruction of democracy in Germany by Hitler. He began to work against the democratic structure of the Weimar Republic. By 1932, Nazi Party had become the largest party, and due to 37% vote scored by the party in Reichstag, the German parliament, and the post of chancellor in Germany, he got some power. Then a mysterious fire broke out in the parliament building in February. Hitler took advantage of it and issued the fire decree. The decree is a kind of governance where the rule can change any law by his wish. Hitler suspended the rights like the freedom of speech, press, and assembly, which were guaranteed by the Weimar Constitution. So, all the things which is given by Weimar Republic Parliament to the people, it is suspended by Hitler. On March 3rd, the famous Enabling Act was passed. This act established dictatorship in Germany. So, when the question will ask on which date Enabling Act was passed, so it was 3rd March 1933. This act gave Hitler all powers to sideline parliament, means whatever Hitler wants, that is going to accept by everyone. There is no rules and regulations. All political parties and trade unions were banned except for the Nazi Party and its allies. Special surveillance and security forces were created to run the society the way Nazi wanted. So, the kind of security forces organized by Hitler we are going to discuss now. The regular police in green uniform and the SA or the stormtroopers were the existing police forces. Then additional police forces were also raised. The Gestapo means secret state police, the SS, the protection squad, criminal police, and the security services. All these forces try to torture German people, those who were enemies of Hitler, in a way like they were considered the most dreaded criminal. It was the extra constitutional part of these newly organized forces that gave the Nazi state its reputation as the most dreaded criminal state. Police could now be detained in gases, the torture chambers, rounded up, and sent to concentration camp, deported at will, or arrested without any legal procedure. When we talk about concentration chamber, or it is a camp where people were isolated and detained without the process of law. Typically, it was surrounded by electrified barbed wire fences. Economic recovery in Germany. When Hitler came to the power, the economic condition of Germany was very bad. Seeing this, Hitler assigned the responsibility of economic recovery to Hjalmar Schacht. So, who was the person who rebuilt the economy of Germany, Hazelmar Shah. This is the picture of Hazelmar Shah. He aimed at full production and employment through state funding. So, what was the policy of economic recovery by Hazelmar Shah? To full production and employment through state funding. Under this program, government funded the projects that would bring employment for the people and also develop the country. So this is the step taken by Hazelmar Shah to improve the economic condition of Germany. This project produced the famous German superhighways. This is the first step by Hazelmar Shah to build the superhighways, and the second, people's car, the Volkswagen. Treaty of Versailles put many restrictions on Germany. Hitler decided to introduce new foreign policy also. To improve the condition of economy, they start imagining or establishing a new foreign policy. Hitler acquired quick success in his foreign policy. Foreign policy of Hitler, he pulled Germany out of the League of Nations in 1933. League of Nations was an organization that was formed after the First World War to prevent further wars and maintain peace in the world. He also integrated Austria and Germany in 1938 under the slogan One People, One Empire, and One Leader. He then occupied German speaking Sudetenland from Czechoslovakia and then the entire country. He had the unspoken support of the England. When Germany by Hitler carried forward all these sort of thing, uh, he got the support of England because England don't want to disturb him until unless it's not interfering in England matter. All these quick success at home and abroad reversed the destiny of the country. Schacht advised Hasmal Schacht, the economist, advised Hitler against investing hugely in army and weapons because there were financial crises. Schacht had to leave. Hitler chose war as the way out of the approaching economic crisis. He thought that the resources were to be accumulated through expansion of territory. So, in September 1939, Germany invaded Poland, which led to the start of Second World War. This section of Germany started a war with France and England also. In September 1940, the Hitler signed a tripartite pact between Germany, Italy, and Japan. So, the group, which is known as Axis Power, made under a treaty that is tripartite pact between Germany, Italy, and Japan. By the end of 1940, Hitler was at the peak of his power and he aimed to conquer entire Europe. So, what was the main ambition of Hitler? To conquer entire Europe. Hitler attacked the Soviet Union in June 1941. This was the biggest mistake because, along with uh, the Soviet army inflicted a crushing and humiliating defeat to Germany. USA had resisted involvement in the war as they were unwilling to face economic problem again. But the time US entered the First World Second, when Japan, with support from Hitler, bombed the USA base at Pearl Harbor. USA don't want to attend the Second World War fight, but when Japan, the supporter of Hitler, uh, bombed the US base at Pearl Harbor, then USA entered in Second World War. The war ended in May 1945. So, Second World War over May 1945 with the defeat of Hitler and dropping of the atom bomb on Hiroshima in Japan. The Nazi worldview. The Nazi ideology did not believe in equality among people, but only a racial hierarchy. According to this, the Nordic German Aryans were at the top and Jews were at the bottom. This is the ideology of Hitler. All other colored people were placed in between. Hitler interpreted the ideas of Darwin and Spencer to suit his own views. According to the Darwin and Herbert Spencer, they propose the idea of natural selection and survival of the fittest, like this formula applicable in jungle. But Hitler wanted human intervention to ensure the elimination of other races. The idea, which is given by Charles Darwin and Herbert Spencer, a scholar for the jungle, that Hitler wants to apply on human elimination. According to him, such races were not fit for the survival and should be eliminated to make place for the purest race. And according to him, the purest race was Nordic German Aryans. Hitler's ideology was also related to the geopolitical concept of Lebensraum or living space. What is Lebensraum or living space? He believed in acquiring new territories to spread the race of Nordic German Aryan. So, if we'll discuss about Nordic German Aryans, one branch of those classified as Aryans. They lived in North European countries and had German or related origin. And when we talk about the other races which is not accepted by Hitler, gypsies, and then um, the Russian and the Polish, they were not considered by them the pure races, as he considered them the impure community. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.